Yeah, that's it.
Adam Coon, two-time U.S. Open champ. What was the difference between this year and last year?
I wrestled Greco Pan Ams beforehand, so that's number one big difference right there. Just a couple different competitors throughout. Obviously, everybody elevated their game, so had to get a little creative to get some of those takedowns and scores. So just, I don't know, different year, different people, same people, different techniques. You just gotta figure out a way to win.
Why are you doing both styles again?
Because it's fun. I like wrestling. Just that's kind of all it is. I want to better myself as a wrestler, and more matches the better at that point.
You said different techniques. Nelson had quite a few leg attacks, low shots.
Oh yeah.
It seems like that's not normally his forte. So did that take you off guard a little bit?
Yes and no. I've seen Nelson. I mean, obviously we competed in college, so I've seen him all the way through. I've been following him. I have a lot of respect for him as a competitor and as a person. So I like watching him. I like seeing what he does, and I've seen matches where he's very, get the one score and very technical, very sound, very, I wouldn't say defensive, but just very, very strong base, hard to score on. So he keeps those small matches and beats out a lot of big wins that way. And I've also seen the big scoring, just absolute dominant Nelson. So for him to kind of get the little different techniques in, it didn't catch me off guard. But at the same time, they're very solid techniques.
What do you train for both styles?
College guys. Gotta give it to the U of M. College guys, just nice working with them. Zach Nemec he's a judo background and folk style background, so he doesn't have a lot of Greco background, but he's developing into quite the Greco wrestler. So it's nice to be able to work with him and work with that body type and go from there. And then also the college guys that are a little bit smaller heavyweights like Mason Parrish and Luke Reddy. It's nice working with those guys just to be able to, get the leg attacks, get those stuff going. Great coaching staff helps me out with leg attacks as well as upper body throws. Kevin Beasley's a great resource to have as well. He has both the freestyle and the Greco background there. A little bit smaller, so sometimes we get a couple of scraps in, but most of the time it's nice just to pick his brain and, just where can I better my technique. So it's just kind of a combination of everybody kind of all working together to make me their little project.
Did you watch a lot of the Greco tournament?
A little bit. It was hard to watch, especially the day before when I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting focused for my matches. And then day of, it was hard to see the finals just because I was, just recovering from a hard day of wrestling. So I saw a couple matches. I saw a few heavyweights that I liked watching, but for the most part, I didn't get to see as much Greco as I would have liked.
You're a very intelligent guy, right? You have very
try to be
ambitious goals, but it seems like you try to keep your wrestling simple. And not try to do too much. Where's that come from?
When you're doing a variety of different styles, you don't want to be focusing on the grand move or the weird technique that only works with one. If you just stick with the basics and work very basic positioning, that's how you can easily be fluid and transition to all styles. Basic stance, even like a double A, you can transfer that into Greco by shot, body lock, all those different things. You got high crotches, head up, back straight. Same thing when you're upper body, head up, back straight. So the more simplistic you make it and less scrambles that you practice all the time, the easier it is to transition between the two. Now, lighter guys might have more success doing that type of stuff, but when I'm dealing with 260, 70-pound men, it's really hard to do flying squirrels over the top of guys. So if you just keep the very basic movements, hold position, and be able to take those quick, easy snatches, quick, easy shots, quick, easy body locks, that's how you're going to be successful doing all those different things. So I work basics and kind of branch out from there.
Speaking like that, are you ever to take away stuff from a Greco competition, like say Pan Ams, and apply it to a freestyle competition like the US Open?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was obviously trying for a lot of body locks there. I got a couple locks in, but people know I have some Greco backgrounds. They don't really want to go body locks with me, so we work a lot of off balances. Well, that settles right into like an underhook snap. Off balance versus an underhook snap is very similar techniques. So like something like that, rather than trying to off balance the guy and go for a body lock, I might try to off balance by pulling down that hook, go for a snatch single, go for a front head, something like that. So yeah, you can take away stuff. You just gotta kind of fine tune it, tweak it to fit the style that it needs to go.
You sound a lot like a coach right now. Any designs on maybe a kids club later on?
I mean, it would be fun, something to look into, but haven't progressed that far. More just kind of I guess in a way being selfish and focusing on myself. So just want to make sure that I can transition from full styles, and maybe further down the road, maybe it'd be nice to grab some kids. I mean, right now I like work a little more one-on-one with guys, so that's more my cup of tea rather than a whole group, because I'm a heavyweight. I don't really know how to wrestle like a 125 college guy. I don't know how to do it. So if I were gonna do a whole kids club, I'd have to figure out that little guy stuff.
Very cool. Thanks, Adam. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot, Adam.